Imagine a universe not illuminated by suns, but by the glow of vast alien towers rising in the darkness. It sounds like science fiction, yet a stunning new discovery is bringing that vision closer to truth. Astronomers studying the Proxima Centauri system have observed strange, persistent lights on the surface of Proxima b, Earth's nearest exoplanet neighbor. These lights don't behave like natural reflections or volcanic glows. They pulse, fade, and return in regular rhythms, almost like cities on a distant world. If these patterns are artificial, then they could be the first signs of technology beyond Earth. Evidence that another civilization has learned to harness energy and shape its own night. This finding changes everything about how we search for life. For decades, our eyes were fixed on biology, microbes, oceans, molecules. Now, we may be seeing the footprint of intelligence itself. It challenges the ancient idea that humanity stands alone at the center of creation. It forces us to ask, what if other minds also look up at their alien skies, telling their own stories, building their own worlds? If proven, the lights of Proxima b would mark one of the most extraordinary moments in scientific history, a moment that redefines who we are, and what it means to be alive in the universe. Such a revelation would echo far beyond science. It would reshape philosophy, faith, culture, and politics. Would humanity unite in wonder, or compete for contact and control? Would we see our planet as a shared home, or a prize to defend? Perhaps, at last, it would remind us of our duty, to protect our fragile world, and to greet our possible neighbors with humility. At the center of this unfolding story stands the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's golden eye in the void. More than a machine, Webb is a bridge between eras, a portal through which we glimpse the invisible. Its infrared vision peers through cosmic dust, capturing galaxies as they were billions of years ago, decoding the atmospheres of distant exoplanets, and revealing the chemistry of creation itself. By splitting the light of faraway worlds, Webb detects water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide, the fingerprints of habitability. But its mission reaches deeper, to uncover how the first stars ignited, how galaxies assembled, and how cosmic order emerged from chaos. Each new discovery Webb delivers is more than data, it's a revelation about our own existence. It shows us that the universe is not static, but alive, an ever-evolving story of birth, decay, and rebirth. And perhaps, hidden within its pixels, are signs of civilizations older, stranger, and wiser than our own. The shift from traditional radio searches to deep infrared exploration marks a new age of discovery. We are no longer whispering into the dark, waiting for an echo. We are beginning to see, truly see, the shapes of distant minds and the structures they leave behind. The universe, it turns out, is not silent. Every photon that reaches Webb's mirrors carries a message, an ancient tale of stars that lived, died, and seeded the cosmos with possibility. Through these signals, humanity is learning to read the oldest language of all, the language of light. Webb is not just a telescope, it is a time traveler, a cosmic archaeologist uncovering the fossils of creation. Its mirrors reflect not only galaxies, but ourselves, our questions, our longing, our courage to explore. We are witnessing the awakening of the universe through human eyes. In the light of other worlds, we glimpse our own reflection, fragile, curious, and full of wonder. Perhaps, someday, Webb will confirm the truth, that the lights on Proxima b are not a trick of physics, but the glow of minds like ours, reaching out across the void. But even if that day never comes, even if the lights of Proxima b turn out to be nothing more than the reflections of rocks or the shimmer of its atmosphere, the journey itself has already changed us. For in reaching outward, we have begun to look inward. We are no longer just observers standing at the edge of infinity, gazing into the dark. We are participants in a living universe, a universe that responds when we dare to ask questions, when we send our machines and our imagination beyond the limits of our world. Every discovery, no matter how small, pulls us closer to something profound. It's not only about what the universe is, but what it means. What kind of reality gives rise to stars that burn for billions of years, and to minds capable of wondering why? Perhaps the cosmos is not a place we simply move through, but a mirror, an infinite reflection through which consciousness learns to see itself. Every discovery, every question, every glance toward the stars is a reflection of our own desire to understand what it means to exist. We look outward, but in truth, we are searching inward, for the spark that connects us to everything that has ever been. Each photon captured by the James Webb Space Telescope carries more than just ancient light. It carries the memory of time itself, fragments of the universe's first moments, encoded in colors and wavelengths invisible to the human eye. When we decode that light, we are not simply observing, we are reading the autobiography of creation, page by page, written across billions of years. Some of those photons began their journey long before Earth existed, long before the first atom of our oceans formed or the first cell of life awakened. They traveled through collapsing stars, drifting nebulae, and expanding voids, crossing unimaginable distances to reach our instruments. And when they finally touch the golden mirrors of Webb, it is as if the universe itself exhales and whispers, "You were meant to see this." In that sense, Webb is not merely a telescope. It is a time machine, a bridge between epochs, between what was, what is, and what may yet be. Its mirrors do more than reflect galaxies. They reflect us, our curiosity, our resilience, our eternal hunger to understand the unknown. Through this silent golden eye, humanity has become self-aware on a cosmic scale. We begin to realize that the universe is not cold, distant, or lifeless. It is creative, restless, and alive with motion, a symphony of energy and evolution. Stars are born from clouds of dust, ignite for eons, and then die in brilliance, scattering their elements back into space. From those ashes come new stars, new worlds, and eventually, us. The iron in our blood, the calcium in our bones, the oxygen we breathe, all were forged in the hearts of stars. In us, the universe has found a way to look back at itself and wonder why it exists. Perhaps that is the true meaning of exploration, not to conquer, not to claim, but to rediscover the wonder of simply being alive. Every exoplanet Webb reveals, every spectrum of light it deciphers, reminds us that life is rare, delicate, and precious. It humbles us, yet it also ignites something deep within, a sense that we are part of a story much greater than ourselves, a story still unfolding, written in the quiet language of stars. So when we peer toward the dim glow of distant worlds, we are not only searching for life, we are searching for connection. Connection to the origins of existence, to the rhythm of the cosmos, to a story that began long before humanity and will continue long after we are gone. A story not written in words, but in light, a story that stretches across galaxies, waiting for consciousness to read it. And as we uncover more of this cosmic manuscript, we begin to understand something extraordinary. That every act of observation changes not only what we see, but who we are. For each discovery reshapes our sense of meaning, each glimpse of a distant sunrise reminds us that awareness itself is a miracle. A fragile flame flickering against the endless night. In the end, the true miracle is not only what Webb reveals in its images, but what it awakens within us. The courage to keep wondering, the determination to keep seeking, the humility to listen to the silence between stars, and the understanding that perhaps, just perhaps, we have always been part of something vast, ancient, and alive. Because the farther we look into the universe, the more clearly we begin to see ourselves, not as isolated beings, but as children of stardust, born from silence, destined to bring light back into the darkness from which we came. Every generation that looks up continues this legacy. Our ancestors once mapped the stars with stones and stories. Today, we map them with mirrors and machines, but the longing is the same. To know. To belong. To to understand what it means to be part of the great unfolding. And so, the journey continues. Through every signal, every spectrum, every anomaly yet to be found, we move forward deeper into the unknown. Not because we expect answers, but because the act of seeking is what makes us human. The James Webb Space Telescope is more than an instrument of science. It is our collective dream made real, a lighthouse shining across the gulf of time, illuminating the path from the first spark of creation to the awakening of mind. And as its golden mirrors gather the oldest light in existence, it reminds us that we, too, are made of light. That our thoughts, our hopes, our questions, are all echoes of the same energy that gave birth to stars. Because the story of the universe is also our story. And though the pages stretch across eternity, we are here, reading it, feeling it, becoming part of it. And that journey has only just begun.